Here's my October wrap up, and it includes 5 nonfiction books, none of them spooky, but all amazing, so let's see what I read. First up is a book called Still Life with Bones, and I would absolutely recommend this to any kind of history reader. This is a wonderful book about the legacy of state violence and an anthropologist going to Argentina and Guatemala and digging up the bones of the victims of state violence and what that means for the country. It was haunting, and it was a really interesting way to read history. Next, I read a book called The Snakehead by the prolific Patrick Radden Keefe. Everything he writes is amazing, and this one's no less. This is a book about a human smuggling operation in Chinatown in New York in the 1990s, and the woman behind it. It's a really compelling story, especially if you love New York lore, which I definitely do. So read this book if you've never heard of it, especially if you want to start reading Patrick Radden Keefe, because he's amazing. Next was the Presidential Biography Book Club's pick for October, and it was perfect for October, and that book was called River of Doubt by Candice Millard. This is my third Candice Millard book, and she is one of my favorite historians, hands down, after reading this. This is about the expedition that Theodore Roosevelt took after he lost the presidency into the Amazon to go to the River of Doubt, and everything that happens. It's a really compelling read. Next, I reverted to a memoir, and that book was called The Boy in the Woods, and this is a memoir about a boy who survived World War II, hiding in the woodlands of rural Poland, dodging Nazis and Ukrainian nationalists alike. He miraculously made it out on the other side, and this is his story. It's a short one, but it's definitely worth a read, especially when it comes to keeping these stories alive. And the final book I read in October is a book called The Stalin Affair, and this is about the relationship between Winston Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin during the Second World War, and how Stalin became a pivotal person to create an alliance with between these two Western powers. It's a really interesting behind the closed doors look at what it was like to try and create this alliance and make it work. Even though I didn't pick up anything specifically spooky in October, there were some really dark reads on this list that worked really well for October. Let me know what you think about the books that I read in the comments, and let me know what your favorite book from October was. I'll see you in the comments.